Hey guys, today we're crafting. Sure, we'll be using glitter. Maybe we'll do some painting. Do these colors suit me? Should we do some pop art? I don't know what we're gonna craft today, but let's get started. We got another jar, guys. Let's see what we could do with it. I have this jar. It had roasted peppers in it. And I have these from the dollar store. It came in one big roll of it, guys. The shelf liner. And basically I tried to like stretch it a little and it ripped, but I kind of like the effect that the rip made. So we're going to put it in 3 strips across the jar and around. So to give it a different kind of look than we did on our first one. Maybe I'll try to stretch it more. Maybe I'll do indents. I don't know yet. Our first jar that we did with this came out like this. Yes. So we're going to try something different, a little different design and stuff today. Okay, guys, so what I'm doing is basically just taking Mod Podge, putting it on the jar, and then going over it with more Mod Podge. Now, the last time I just put the hot glue around the top edges. This time, I want to try something different. So this is what I'm doing, just going around the jar with the Mod Podge on this part that I want. On the bottom first, and then we're going over the top. Okay. See that, guys? All right, now we're going to make the second loop-de-loop around. So I literally covered the top. I did the one strip. I actually have a strip left. That was the strip that was supposed to go on the bottom. Because I moved down this first strip, and whatever I had left that I cut off the side, I just cut in half and put around the top. So now we're going to let it dry. I don't know how long. This baby's going to have to dry for, but let's leave it a few hours and see. All right, guys, so that did work. I left it overnight. The glue stayed. That's what we got. I got some chain now. I'm going to glue around it. And you could glue this in any pattern you want. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I think I'm just going to kind of wrap it around the jar and glue it. So I'll probably crazy glue it if I had to guess. Okay, so I don't want to move it, but I put the glue in just a few spots. I just used my Fix-All. I'm going to let this dry. I put the beads and put one more bead there. Oops, don't move. And once that dries, we'll put a few more bits on, and then we're going to paint over it. Okay, so I glued on little bits with the Fix-All. It still has to dry, but that's what we did. That's it. Just chain 5 little beads I could find, and these little cherries. And then what we're going to do is, once the glue dries, and these are stuck on, they're really good. I used the Fix-All, like I said, from the Dollar Tree. Once that's all on, then we're going to paint over the whole jar. So let's let this dry and we'll come back. Okay, guys, so it's all stuck on. I changed the beads out and I put flat back beads because they were sticking better. The round ones kept falling off even with the Fix-All. We're going to use our sheepskin chalk paint, and with our sponge brush, we're going to paint the whole entire thing. With the white, we might need 2 coats. We'll see how it goes. And I ended up, guys, having to use a little brush to get like around the cherries because the sponge brush wouldn't get in those little like crack parts. So we just went with a little brush and went in the sides. So after one coat of paint, this is what it looks like. I just want to do the top area. This is what it looks like. We're going to let it dry, and then we'll probably might need a second coat of paint. I also did the top. I just literally put my thing on, and then this is little Dollar Tree sticky circles, and I just put them on here and there. And that's what we did to the top only this time around. So that's going to dry, and then I'll show you how we decorate it more with different color paints and rub and buffs after they dry. Okay, guys, so we have the first coat of paint. I just painted the bottom. I don't think I'm going to put a second one. I kind of like it. I'm going to take this little brush. What I'm going to do is just pat some red on the cherries. We're just doing that. See what we did there? Just a little cherry color. Then I'm going to do a little green and stuff too. So I'm going to clean our brush and do a little green on the stems. Okay, so that's how it looks with just a little bit of green and red on there. So far, so good. I think I'm going to take silver rub and buff to do the chain. Now, I just put black on the little dots. So that's what our jar is looking like. Now I'm just going to take this little brush and do some silver rub and buff on the chain. So that's super easy, guys. But that's how that's going to look. Oh, let's see if we can... There you go. And we're going to do that to the whole chain, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So that's how it looks. And I tell you, this project has been really forgiving. If I got a little silver where I didn't want it, I just dabbed a little more white paint. And it literally came out really, really pretty. I think what I'm going to do is just let the little paint parts that I touched up dry a little. And then this part I'm going to go over with gold rub and buff. And then, yeah, we should be done. I did a little on the cap of the silver. But I think I'm going to put around it some gems. Just around the cover to give it a little more oomph. And yeah, and then I think we'll be done. So what do you think, guys? I ended up adding just a little gold chain to kind of brighten it up. I added those. So pretty. And then I just put a bear and a little chain underneath the bow. And that's it. We are done. I did put a little glitter glue for some sparkle effect on this chain. And just around the cover a little. But that's it. That's all we did. And that's how it looks. And I really love this whole effect. I love the chains and painting the chains and doing the rub and buff. It came out really nice. Even this one that I just put on without the rub and buff. And I didn't glue, and it just kind of hangs in certain places. It's real pretty. It came out really nice. And I hope you guys try this. Even if you just do like the chains around the jar, that should be fun. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next Crafting with Chris.